Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Rachel love interests on Friends.
I'm hungry. Want to get some pizza? You can keep yelling if there's more.
Okay. You brought me a present. Why?
Let me explain how birthday parties usually work. There are presents and a cake, perhaps a fourth or fifth person.
I know that. What I meant, are you still we, or are you just you?
I'm just me.
For this list, we'll be ranking the guys in terms of how iconic their time on the show was, and more importantly, how good they were for Rachel. Who do you think was best for Rachel Green? Tell us who her true lobster is in the comments. Number 10, Barry Farber.
Barry? Come on in.
Are you sure?
There is no doubting the importance of Rachel's relationship with her fiancé Barry. Had she gone through with the wedding, her life would have taken a very different path. It was by leaving him at the altar that every other love interest on this list was even possible.
And then I got really freaked out, and that's when it hit me. How much Barry looks like Mr. Potato Head.
Having said that, he was kind of a jerk. Any initial sympathy we felt for him disappeared when we discovered he'd been cheating on Rachel with her best friend, Mindy.
I went with Mindy.
Mindy? My maid of honor, Mindy?
Yeah, we're kind of a thing now.
His stock continued to drop when he then cheated on new fiancée Mindy with Rachel. And although Mindy still marries him, they end up divorced. After, you guessed it, Barry sleeps with another woman.
I swear, look, whatever I was doing, I was always thinking of you.
Oh, please! During that second time, you couldn't have picked her out of a lineup.
You did it twice?
Number 9, Paolo.
Everybody, this is Paolo.
Rachel's relationship with Paolo was a purely physical, on-again, off-again relationship. There was no deep mental or emotional connection there. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, what did he say that was so funny?
I have absolutely no idea.
That's what Rachel needed at the time, and her Italian lover provided it. So in a way, one could argue that Paolo was good for Rachel, at least for a while. The problem came when he also tried to be good for Phoebe. Yeah, we can't forget about Paolo's wandering hands and his beyond inappropriate behavior during a massage session. How do you say crap weasel in Italian?
Do you know the word crap weasel? No? That's funny, 'cause you are a huge crap weasel.
Number 8, Danny. Rachel first meets Danny when she and Monica bug bomb him in a dark basement because his been hiking for 4 months bushy look scares them.
Hi, just so you know, we didn't mean to fog you. We actually thought you were like a Yeti or something.
Okay.
But after he shaves and cleans up, Rachel finds that she's attracted to him. At this point, it was looking like Danny might end up higher on this list. Rachel is so used to having men fall all over her that Danny's standoffish attitude challenges her in a way she isn't used to.
Actually, I'm having a party at my place on Saturday. Sort of a housewarming kind of thing.
Oh, fun. Great.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
And when they finally do go out, it goes really well. Until she meets his sister. Actually, there's nothing wrong with his sister, but the way they interact is, to quote from the episode title, inappropriate.
Oh, this is so good. You have got to try it.
And that was the last time we saw Danny. Number 7, Mark Robinson.
Rach, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You want to talk? I mean, I can come over.
Like Barry, Mark has a huge impact on the path Rachel's life takes, even though his importance as an actual love interest is pretty minor. In fact, the two only go on the one date.
That's so Monica can keep track. That way, if one of them's missing, she can be like, "Where's number 27?"
However, it could be argued that Mark is one of the most important characters in the history of the show. Ross's jealousy of Mark is the catalyst that leads to him and Rachel taking a break.
Is this about Mark?
Oh my God.
Okay, it's not.
Oh my God. I cannot keep having the same fight over and over again, Ross.
That jealousy is also what leads him to sleep with the girl from the copy place. And in the final season, when Mark gets Rachel a job in Paris, it's the possibility of her leaving that causes Ross to race to the airport to tell her that he still loves her.
Are you sure? Because we may have something at Louis Vuitton.
Well, screw charity work. What do you got?
Why don't we have dinner tonight and talk about it?
Number 6. Paul Stevens.
Sorry I'm late, but I am ready to talk you up. When does Liz's father get here?
I'm already here.
Oh, Ross is so great.
Obviously, when one of Rachel's love interests is played by a huge movie star, it's gonna be an iconic relationship. Unfortunately for Paul, what most people remember is his ridiculous pump up his ego dance, and later on, incessant crying.
You're just a love machine. I'm just a love machine. But you have, baby.
Dating an older man was great for Monica, so it could have been good for Rachel as well. Paul seemed like a nice guy, and he had maturity and life experience. However, he was also a little emotionally closed off.
It was horrible. They called me Chicken Boy.
Well, at least until Rachel opened him up. Once that happened, he just couldn't stop.
Chicken. Chicken Boy.
Number 5. Joey Tribbiani.
I think I'm falling in love with you.
This is definitely the most controversial of all of Rachel's love interests. While some fans thought it was an interesting and even natural development, there are definitely those who mark the Joey likes Rachel storyline as when the show jumped the shark.
Hey, what do you say we move this onto the likes of the couch?
I say cheesy line, but okay.
Regardless on which side you stand, there's no denying how iconic this almost relationship was. And there was never any doubt about how well Joey treated Rachel, and would have treated her had they been able to get past the awkwardness of going from friends to lovers. However, while we loved seeing Chandler and Monica take that step, in the end we prefer Joey and Rachel as just friends, without the "how you doing?"
Well, how come Monica and Chandler could do it?
I guess they weren't as good friends as we are.
Number 4. Gavin Mitchell. Like so many good TV show couples, this one had that classic love-hate sexual tension.
What do you even care if I was looking at her? Are you jealous?
Oh, yeah. I'm jealous. Oh, Gavin, please look at my ass. Stop looking at my ass.
It started the moment Rachel returned to the office after her maternity leave and met the man who had taken over her job. Gavin turned out to be a nice guy, though, and one that challenged Rachel.
Say why, Gavin, why? Right when I'm about to change my opinion of you, you go and you... And you do that.
However, when Gavin was forced to hide behind a curtain, he realized that Rachel wasn't over Ross and he backed off.
Oh, hide, that's Ross! Hide! Hide.
Yeah, but you said not to worry about it.
I lied, and I'm not sick either. Just stay behind the curtain.
Of all the men on this list, Gavin might be the one that we look back on and wonder most, what could have been?
Oh, I'm sorry, Gavin.
Don't be. It's just bad timing.
Number 3. Joshua Bergen.
Well, I need a whole new wardrobe. My wife, well, my ex-wife.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Joshua was Rachel's first real love interest post-Ross, and the one guy on this list that she really chased after. Although, as was often the case with Rachel's non-Ross relationships, this one was short-lived. It was, however, also different in a couple of interesting ways. Whereas Rachel's relationships with the likes of Mark and Gavin didn't develop because she still had feelings for Ross, in this case, it was the newly divorced Joshua who was less emotionally available.
She's nice, but, it just made me realize I'm just not ready to be dating,
Also, this time it was Rachel who kept making a fool of herself, even asking him to marry her after just a few dates.
What if we got married?
It all culminated in her answering the door in a wedding dress. Yeah, he's definitely gone.
I do.
I gotta go.
Number 2, Tag Jones.
Hello?
Wow.
Tag joined the show when Rachel hired the gorgeous but unqualified 24-year-old to be her assistant. It wasn't long before they started dating, keeping it a secret from the people at work, of course.
You see that? That male guy had no idea there was something going on between us.
The relationship ended on Rachel's 30th birthday when she realized they were at different places in their lives. Now, some fans might remember Tag as nothing more than that young hot guy that Rachel dated for a while, but he really was more than that. He was also a genuinely good guy who cared about her.
I think I see where you're going. But before you say anything else, can I just say one more thing?
And their relationship was the longest one Rachel had, besides Ross, of course. That's pretty significant, if you ask us.
I wish you were 6 years older. Well, actually, if I'm wishing for stuff, I actually wish I was 6 years younger.
Me too.
Yeah, sorry.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Tommy, can you say anger issues?
Quick! What are you quacking about? Dumb Donald Dodo!
Chip Matthews was late to pick her up on prom night and then later ditched her for Amy Welsh.
Rachel, ready or not, here comes your knight in shining. Oh no.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Ross Geller. Of course it's Russ. We mean Ross.
Are you a friend of Rachel's? Yes, I am. Are you a friend of Rachel's? Actually, I'm kind of a, date type.
He's loved Rachel since high school, and Rachel has loved him since she found out how he felt. There was never any doubt that they were each other's lobster.
See? He's her lobster.
Regardless of which side you take in the "we were on a break" argument, it's always been clear how much Ross cared about her, and how good they both were for each other.
Hi, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
Take the Emily.
Take the Rachel.
And of course, there are few relationships in the history of television more iconic than Ross and Rachel. For anyone afraid of falling into that friend zone, Ross and Chandler are proof that when things are meant to be, there's no zone that holds back true love.
I got off the plane.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.